Hi everyone, it's Katsumi, and today I'm summoning the cards for a timeless reading. So, whenever this finds you, trust that there is a message here meant for you. Now, let's unravel the mysteries waiting in the cards. So, first off, we have Think on Your Feet with the Fox Spirit. Okay, so it's important to think on your feet at this time. There's probably a lot of different things popping up, and it's going to require you to be almost very sporadic in nature, right? Might be a little bit caught off guard energy popping up here as well because you have to think on your feet. But you've got this. Everything that you're doing, despite the quick thinking, is smooth sailing. You know, you are very quick witted, very quick minded. So you are in a very comfortable spot at this time. And also trust in the magic, trust in your abilities to get things done, trust in the universe to support you in that, trust in the spirit guides to aid you when you need that support. And the miracles are endless at this time as well. So while you're thinking on your feet, don't forget that you also have people around you who are there to support you as well. And let spirit be your guide. So those individuals definitely are your spirits. Your spirits are there to support you, help you through the things that you're having difficulties going through, perhaps even overcoming, right? And spirit has your back. Spirit 100% has your back here. And they're letting you know through this reading, okay? And make your dreams real. So while you're thinking on your feet, your dreams are coming into fruition. The things you have set in motion and are planning to work towards will become a reality. Dream the world into being. Very similar here with make your dreams real. You're dreaming them into the reality, right? And that's inevitably because you're believing in yourself, right? Tongue twister, right? Almost. It gives that vibe. So, despite some of the hiccups that might happen, you know, maybe that be in our speech or in the way that we operate, just know that everything's going to be okay, but definitely keep in mind to watch your words. And at the bottom of the deck, you have claim your independence. So, very, very cool. Love that energy for you. So, these are the main themes for today's reading. And let's jump into the main spread to get a little bit more about what's happening with your situation and what sort of advice you need to know and what your final outcome is going forward, right? So currently, we're trying to figure out what that situation is looking like for you, what the past is looking like, how's the past impacting this current situation that you're facing, and how is it almost shaping and molding itself towards the near future, towards that final outcome, right? So let's see what that looks like. And first off, I feel alive with the sun. So the sun is all about joy, success, material happiness. It may not always be material, it could also be physical, mental, spiritual happiness. Also, vitality. You're in a state of bliss at this time. And something to keep in mind, whether it helps you or hinders you, it might come off as a challenge, but it's the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is about tradition, spirituality, and guidance. And it's important to admit that you still have a lot to learn at this time, but you're feeling alive in your current situation, and it's a very positive thing. But definitely take a step back sometimes to revisit some of the lessons from the past and even the present situation, right? And in terms of your subconsciousness and like your influences, you have I indulge in my fantasies. 6, 7 of Cups. So with the 7 of Cups, you have a sense of choices, illusions, and daydreaming. So definitely getting that here where you are feeling alive with that sun. You're having that happiness pop up. You're indulging in your fantasies. You're allowing yourself to thrive and vibe in the elements that are coming your way. Okay. And in the past, you were outrunning some sort of anxieties, some sort of fears towards your current situation, which you're in right now. And that anxiety with the Ten of Swords is almost bringing up a sense of like painful endings, betrayals that might have happened through a series of relationships that you've gone through, and there was a need to release some of that pain in the past, which you seem to have done very successfully because now you're overcoming that, right? And as you are going through your goals and your ideas, now you are going into some sense of giving and taking with the Six of Pentacles. And with the Six of Pentacles, you have generosity, giving and receiving, acts of kindness. So a lot of giving and taking, a lot of sense of gifting and feeling rewarded and almost abundant in the relationships that you have at this time. And in the near future, you have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is a sense of romance, charm, and emotional adventure coming your way. So that's what's something to look forward to in that near future, right? But you also have that sense of giving and taking, which is allowing you to thrive in your relationships with others, right? Whether that be family, friends, partnerships, right? Individuals you care about, love. If you're in a relationship, right? If you're dating, right? There's a lovely give and take in that regard. Okay? And then in your approach, you are giving anything a go with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is about enthusiasm, exploration, and new beginnings, right? And those new beginnings are serving you quite well because you are leading with love. You have that emotional stability, right? And in your environment, you have, oh wow, you have the Nine of Cups in your current environment. So the Nine of Cups is that dream maker vibe, right? You're feeling very content, emotional satisfaction, wishes are being fulfilled. And that's a beautiful thing to see because you are essentially allowing yourself to thrive, feel good about what it is you are accomplishing because of your approach to go about anything. You're just going to go with the flow, right? And what you need to know at this time is that it's important to also put your foot down too in order to find that bliss in your life. With the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is about, painful endings, betrayals, the need for release that might be happening. But your final outcome is playing to win. So as you're playing to win and allowing yourself to go about putting your foot down, taking control of what it is that doesn't serve you, you're able to play to win with the Six of Wands, which is going to return to you victory, recognition, public acclaim, right? And that is your final outcome. So right now, that was your situation leading into your future, your very near future, which is coming from your approach to your final outcome, right? So now let's dig into a few more messages here and see what we get from the universe. What are the messages you need to know? And you have Sacred Power Expression Scarlet Code. Ooh. Sacred Masculine Protection and Support. So definitely a lot of support coming your way. You're definitely getting a lot of support from your spirit guides. Seems to be that you have perhaps a brother who is supporting you or a masculine figure in your life that's supporting you. All right. Or someone that you might see as a masculine figure. Okay. Brothers, uncles, fathers, right? Loved ones, partners, right? Perhaps someone you're in a relationship with, if, for those of you who have a masculine figure in your life, who you are with at this time. And definitely getting, of course, this is the rose deck, right? But definitely getting a lot of roses, of course. And you also have healing is happening. So you're not broken. Trust the process. So don't forget to go with the flow as you are. You're putting your foot down, right, in your final outcome in order to play to win and accomplish your goals, right? And you also have the sun. Joy, fun, life force, success, playing, very playful. You are playing to win, right? The sun, the sun also reminds me of, the sun in the tarot, which is joy, success, material happiness, and vitality, right? You have that. All of that is coming your way in the near future. And it's because of the approaches that you're taking. You're giving anything a go. You're trying everything out, right? And you're not giving up. And you're moved by the goddess, so call, gather. So the universe is calling you to be moved, right? By nature, by your surroundings, by your atmosphere, right? Spread that love and joy. And are calling for soul led, the mystic courage. So definitely have courage as you move forward in your next endeavors, coming from your situation all the way into your final outcome. And that's it for today. It's been a pleasure sharing this reading with you. And if it resonated, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.